I'll do Twitter.
All right, we are live. When one of you guys gets a second, maybe we can do a quick audio check while we wait for people to come in. Just make sure our audio is good. Hey Daniel, I just saw you pop in. How are you doing? He's driving, I think.
Yeah, the mix-up with a YouTube channel just got me. I have to drive home someday from the Netherlands, so I'm driving away from that, and hopefully I will arrive at night someday.
I see. Okay, well, drive safe, and thanks for tuning in. Whatever you do, don't get into an accident on the AMA. So we'll just wait for some people to come in here. I know we've had issues in the past where not everybody shows. So like right now, I see only myself in the chat, which I think is probably incorrect. I think there's probably a few people in here. Are you guys in the YouTube right now?
I'm on the YouTube, but it doesn't look like it's gone live.
Same here.
Okay, hold on. I found the issue and solved. Okay. It should show now. You might have to log back into it.
So it says waiting for Safecoin.
Waiting for Safecoin.
Have you activated the right link?
Okay. I wonder if they changed the link on us. Okay. I wonder if they changed the link on us. I just put another link in our team chat.
That one's working. it's different to the one that was published.
Damn it. I just put another link in our team chat. Okay. Well, okay, we're going to have to do an announcement with that new link then. So maybe if we can tweet that out and put it in Discord. I do not know why, but it generated a new link right at the start.
Is it not possible to join or to like for you to click on the new link and then start that one, or is it?
It doesn't seem so. It seems it's changed. It changed the as soon as I opened it up to the public, it changed the link. Okay, I'm gonna get Discord here. Okay, I just published in Discord. I believe the other link may still show the video, though they just can't join in. Here we go. We have 13 viewers. There. We seem to be in good shape now. All right, I see Mads in there. Thanks for joining, everyone. We're just getting everybody set up. I see Psionic, fantastic. All right, we're just giving people a chance to join in. Hi, Martok. All right, we got 20 viewers now. We'll give it one more minute and we'll get started. So it looks like both YouTube links are sort of working, but you need that second one to actually join into the chat, from what I can tell. But both YouTube links, I believe, are working. So actually, maybe I'll put that in our chat right now, just so you guys know. There's some sort of issue where you have to use a specific YouTube link to actually join into our chat on the YouTube.
feel like this link is from as an old one that you made because it says in the description August 14.
Could be. Okay. Well, guys, done my best with that. I'm going to get started here, if that's okay with you guys. We just gave it 10 minutes for people to get logged in. So thanks everyone for joining. I really appreciate it. We've got our team here, and we're ready to present the Safely AMA at this time. Now, if you are looking to join into the chat, please note that there seems to be a bit of a YouTube issue. If you look in our chat there is a YouTube link which will allow you to join into the chat. So please use that YouTube link. If you're having troubles getting into the chat, then that's the YouTube link to use. But anyway, it seems like we have 21 users, 21 viewers, and climbing. So 22. So yeah, it's coming up now. So I think we're going to get started. We have a bit of a strict schedule here, so we will maybe jump into it right away. And again, thanks everybody for tuning in. Sean's prepared some really good slides to go over Safely and everything Safely currently does and will be doing. So Sean, if you wanted to share that presentation, we'll get started. All right. Okay, here we go. And again, thanks everyone for tuning in. So this is our Safely AMA. We're calling it the Testnet update because Safely currently is in Testnet status. A vast majority of the development has been done on it, so you can actually go on and place trades on the Safecoin Testnet network. And we're developing sort of the full feature set to make this a really successful DEX, not just a basic one. So yeah, Sean, if you want to move on to the next slide, we will get started. Okay, so our outline today is just a quick introduction to Safecoin for those of you who might be new, and then a quick introduction to Safely, which we've not officially announced yet and is being announced in this AMA. We're going to do a demo of Safely so you guys can actually see it in action. Development updates as to where we are with the progress of the product and the overall roadmap. So coming out of this, you guys should have a really good understanding of where our ecosystem's headed with Safely. So a quick introduction to Safecoin. Safecoin is lightning fast proof of history and proof of stake blockchain network forked from Solana. So we use proof of history a little bit more than Solana does. What it allows us to do is be more decentralized and more community focused, and it improves our energy efficiency. Our values are, of course, in community, security, privacy, and decentralization. And we've been striving to make crypto better in those areas for several years, and we're very, very excited about where things are headed now. Okay, why Safecoin over Solana? And by the way, it doesn't necessarily need to be Safecoin over Solana. Both of them are great projects, but definitely Safecoin has a really important place in crypto, and we're going to outline some of those reasons. And one reason, not even in this slide, but people should be aware of, is that Solana is an ICO, right? It was basically a sale launch. Safecoin is a community project. It was a fair launch project. The original distribution was by proof of work. And so we're not a security, and Solana is a security. So that's a big difference right there. Now, in terms of features, we have improved consensus. So we have a consensus where anybody can basically participate in our network just with a laptop, with a home laptop or a very simple computer. Solana simply cannot do that. Solana is too resource intensive. Optimized compression. So we have different compression method, which allows us to reduce disk space considerably by up to 80%. And this again makes this blockchain far more community friendly. Now, a big one which we're focusing on more and more all the time is energy efficiency. We're the world's most energy efficient crypto, using 0.0000025 kilowatt hours per transaction, approximately 300 times more efficient than Solana. Now, of course, there's lots of stipulations to this. These numbers can vary widely, and I think there's still, this is a very, the benchmarking of efficiency is a very young area. And so we're looking to establish ourselves here, and we really, really believe we are the most efficient blockchain, and also we're working to become even more efficient. So this has huge implications, and we're continuing to improve on it. But rest be assured, this is a project which is far more environmentally friendly than the vast majority of projects, including those in the top 10. So let's dive into the energy efficiency a little bit more. Pretty clear graph. Now here you have Safecoin. So basically, what you see is a measure of the amount of kilowatt hours used by each blockchain network. So on the far right, you see Bitcoin. Now this is per transaction. So that's what it is for a single transaction. This you could, assuming we were doing 2000 TPS and Solana was doing 2000 TPS, this is what it would look like. Okay, so it's not just because we're a smaller project. This is actually what it would be when we're all doing the same TPS. So Bitcoin is off the charts bad, but everybody kind of knows that. Ethereum, so that's Ethereum on proof of work. Now, of course, the newer Ethereum, there's all sorts of calculations being done on that right now as to where it's at. We believe we are still considerably more efficient than the newer Ethereum, but it depends on how the measurements are done. So a lot of that's up in the air. But the initial work we've done in that area, and John's done some measurements on this, we are still more efficient than the merged Ethereum as well, if you measure everything the same way. So we'll be putting out more information on that as well, and feel free to ask questions about it. Then you see Visa and Solana, and then Safecoin dramatically lower because of our compression, because of our consensus allows us to get those gains. Here's a quick overview of the Safecoin ecosystem as it stands now. SafeBridge allows us to bridge with a number of other networks, especially Ethereum and Solana. Now, Solana recently changed their token registration, which has kind of delayed a few things for us, but we've got a handle on that. And as soon as we have our token registration working with their new system, then we'll be able to really reach into the Solana ecosystem and have them reach back over to our products using SafeBridge. They can do that now. We want the token registration working though. So this really opens us up considerably to making us a member of the Solana ecosystem. So people who deal with Solana can easily move across into our ecosystem and back. SafeTrade is a CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko listed exchange. It's been around for many years and continues to grow, and is a favorite by many users. It's non-KYC, and it's served many projects, including Safecoin, and will continue to. SafeChat is our own version really of Google Meet. Um, we're working on a SafeChat 2.0, which will actually be blockchain based, and when that's out, it's going to be quite a big deal. So hold off for that, but we're very, very excited for SafeChat 2.0. We've also got Letterment here, and this is something that John has produced. It is a fantastic growing NFT platform that we're very, very excited about. He's put an enormous amount of work into it, and it's also by far and away the best logo of all the logos in our ecosystem. So definitely, if you guys are looking to get into NFTs, this is the ecosystem for you. Probably the fastest growing NFT platform out there, and definitely hit us up, talk to John to find out more. SafePay is going to be probably our next AMA. So the next really big AMA we do is going to be based off SafePay. I'm going to talk about it only briefly in this AMA, but SafePay is about to really, we're working on SafePay 2.0 right now, and SafePay 2.0 allows us to merge all of these different applications together in one non-custodial place. So SafePay 2 is a wallet that allows that's going to integrate all of these together. We're very, very excited about that. Now, the last two on here are the most relevant to our presentation today, SafeSwap and Safely. Now, SafeSwap is the AMM swapping portion of our DEX smart contracts. And it's going to be non-KYC, and it's going to have integration with both Safely and SafeTrade, as well as integration in the future with SafePay 2.0. Most of the work has been done already, but we are continuing to improve it. And so it is basically, we could release it now, but we're kind of waiting. We've decided to kind of release it around the same time, roughly around the same time as Safely. What's the two biggest differences between SafeSwap and Safely are this. Number one, SafeSwap is strictly AMM. Number two, SafeSwap is not regulated. So this is an unregulated DEX, like a lot of the DEXs out there. Which brings us to our AMA today, Safely. Why Safely? So Safely is a regulated DEX, which allows for many, many additional features. The safe ecosystem is definitely one that wants to be compliant. Now, Safely is being produced as a registered licensed exchange, which will be able to do fiat transfer through wire, credit card, etc. Now, you can read through the presentation here. So we did a lot of research, kind of market research on what happened even during the bear market, because during the bear market there was a shift in users across, and what we actually saw is a lot of users moved, and Sean did a lot of work on this. A lot of them users moved from decentralized exchanges back onto centralized exchanges. So there's various reasons for this. One is they tend to pool to the largest volume. Number two is they want something with fiat exchange on it, the ability to exchange fiat. So what we're really doing is, this is sort of a hybrid. This takes in the best of centralized exchanges and the best of decentralized exchanges and creates one exchange. And so basically, this is a fully non-custodial experience, but with the features of a centralized exchange, and we believe it's a first of its kind. Okay, being built on Safecoin, the world's most energy efficient blockchain, Safely will be the world's fastest and most efficient DEX. So as you guys can imagine, the speeds on Safely are incredible. You can try it out yourself. They are incredibly fast. They are even faster really than the Solana dexes at this time, and they could continue to be because we are more efficient. So the energy efficiency and the speed is unmatched, and that's very exciting. We're very, very happy about that. In addition to that, Safely aims to merge the fiat onboarding and offboarding capabilities of a SEX with the security and flexibility of a decentralized exchange. So you see an example there of a user on a custodial centralized exchange. First of all, they have no key, they don't have keys. They have to deal with the centralized exchange. The centralized exchange holds all their funds, and there's many, many issues in the crypto world with that. And then eventually they go through, after a long, complicated process of moving funds across various exchanges, they purchase what they want to buy. We've simplified that process considerably. It's a one-stop shop. You go to Safely, you can do everything you need to do. You can wire your funds in, you can wire your funds out, you can purchase your assets all on Safely without any issues. So a much, much simpler process, a much safer process, a completely non-custodial process to bridge the fiat and crypto worlds. So, as discussed, Safely is fully compliant with licensing. So we're just in the final stages of the licensing right now. It will start in Europe, and then so we will first be licensed through all of Europe and several other countries, and that will be expanding, and we'll be expanding that into the U.S. The U.S. will be done through a combination of licensing and partnership, and in our roadmap, eventually we'll have full licensing in the U.S. as well, but we'll be able to handle U.S. dollars fairly early in the process. So you can wire money in directly, wire money out directly, credit cards, any form of fiat transfer you need to do, you can do on Safely, which we're very excited about. So also key is diverse wallet support. So Safe Wallet, SafePay 2. Now SafePay 2 is sort of going to merge all of our different products together. It's in development right now, and it is just to be clear, SafePay 2 is a mobile app. SafePay 2 will support when it's complete, it will support all of the major crypto coins. So not just Safecoin, it is a full multi-wallet, multi-coin platform, which you can handle all of your crypto in. So we're very excited about it. It's going to be extremely popular, and it will merge in Safely. You'll be able to trade right in the wallet. Also, Safely is going to work with ledgers. In fact, I believe you can already test that, and that's really, really key for people who want to trade right out of their cold wallet. They can, and we also encourage people to do that. And lastly, any compatible Solana wallet, and this is really, really key to the success of Safely, is we want to be a big part of the Solana community. So there's going to be integration with all of the Solana wallets. Now, to make this work, we also need SafeBridge, and so that's where SafeBridge comes in. Is SafeBridge allows for that compatibility with Phantom, Soulflare, and all of the major Solana wallets. So again, that happens through an integration with SafeBridge, and that's why all of these different platforms are required to build on each other and come together to make all this work. All right, so updates. Where is Safely right now? How close is it to launch? Firstly, I'm going to say we've never had Safely on our roadmap. It was always kind of under wraps, and it's because it was sort of a long-term project. We've been working on Safely since November, so been working on it for a long time, getting it ready, and we are excited that I think it's getting very close at this point. In the future, it will probably be part of the roadmap, but it is its own thing because it's a regulated entity. It's not officially, part of the project per se, but like make no mistake, Safely runs entirely on the Safecoin blockchain and will support Safecoin in every way possible. So we're finalizing the business plan. So we do have a working business plan. We're continuing to improve on it and should be finalized quite soon. Now, if people have a need to see it, message us, and we can, it is, it's not public yet, but it is available at the same time. Now, in terms of funding, we do have some investors. I think so we're going to do sort of a phased approach to funding. The first round will be available to the community. So people who want to actually have ownership in Safely, who are part of our community and who are interested in this, will have an opportunity to have shares in the company. Now, at this time, because this is a licensed company, at this time we're probably looking at actually offering out shares to individuals in the community who are interested. If we needed to launch a token, we can, but at this time, that's kind of how we have it structured. I think we lost Sean from the feed. So give Sean a moment to come back. If not, I can pull up the presentation and share it. Maybe we'll stop right now, just while we wait for Sean to come back on, and check to see if there's any questions. Oh, hey, Papa Bear. Okay. I like the attendance in this so far. Our attendance is way better in this one. I'm not seeing Sean's come back. So unless anybody else in the team has any suggestions, am I correct that Sean just lost his connection just now? Okay. Well, there's a couple things we can do. Either I can share it on my screen, or who's got Windows and PowerPoint? Ha 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 ha. There's John put up his hand. John, would you be possibly interested in sharing the PowerPoint? I'm on Linux. The last time I ran the PowerPoint on Linux, it didn't come out looking quite the same way.
Send it across, I'll put it on.
Okay, okay, I will send it to you right now. Just in Discord. Okay, there you go. You've got it. So, anyway, while we're just waiting for that to come up, do you have it there, John? Oh yeah, that didn't take long. just give him a second. So we were just talking about the funding, for people who are interested in investing directly in Safely. For now, yeah, the first round we will open up to the community, and sort of offer some preference to that. So if you guys are interested, everybody's interested in that, definitely just reach out to us and let us know. It'll probably be done through company shares. So just to be clear, like for instance, we do have a number of developers building Safely right now. And so that again, that was done through a share offering. We're working with a development company who wants to have ownership in Safely, and so just so people know, there's multiple full-time developers working on this, which is how we were able to get as far as we are, because we have so many things going on, and yeah, so that's how that's worked, and we're very happy with that so far. Thank you very much, John. That's perfect. So I think we can move to the next slide. Perfect. Okay. So that'll be the first round. Is basically going to be offered to the community if the community wants to invest. The next round after that is a VC investing round. So basically we're putting together the business plan and pitch deck to go out to the venture capital world and talk with them about it. So again, we've been in discussions with VC firms from as far back as November last year. Obviously, it's been a bit of a bear market, but my understanding is, in the next month or so, a lot of VC firms are looking to get reinvested, and so we're in discussions and communication with them right now. Now, in terms of development, we have liquidity pools working. We have name services being built right now, and this is to do with basically how our tokens are registered. Again, so Solana just recently changed their token registry. So we're working on our name services right now so that we have that handled. We are so the actual Safely exchange works right now. So the bones are built. The platform is in place right now. Now the feed integration is also being worked on right now, and two-way integration of SafePay 2 with Safely is also being worked on, because we also have developers who are building Safely right now, and those developers who are building Safely are working with the developers. Sorry, SafePay. We have developers building SafePay 2.0 and developers building Safely, and they're talking with each other, and the two are actually going to be integrated together. So you'll have a wallet which has the ability to trade right in the wallet and access Safely right in your wallet, and the whole thing in a non-custodial means. Okay, so we do have a question. John, thanks for posting that. When can we start providing liquidity? What pairs are going to be available at launch? Is there a minimum required to invest in Safely? Okay, when can we start providing liquidity? So that's basically as soon as we launch. Now, it depends. So there's going to be two forms of liquidity, but there's going to be integration. So there's going to be integration between them. There's order book liquidity, and then there's liquidity pool liquidity. It's like liquidity pools. So I'm assuming you're talking about liquidity pools. That could be available possibly even before launch. SafeSwap might come out a bit earlier. So SafeSwap might be the first opportunity to try that. That'll be the unregulated version. But then the two will be integrated, right? So there will be some integration between the AMM and the order book style. And we're kind of following a model similar to what Radium does for this. So there is a lot of development happening in the background so that we have those two different styles available. And in addition to that, integration with SafeTrade, which we'll talk about that later, but that's also very important. So soon, and we'll get into a little bit on our schedule on that as well. What pairs will be available at launch? So, Safe USD will be available. Safe Sol will be available. Those will be sort of the two big pairs. Now, Safe BTC is one that we may consider as well. You can simply do wrapped BTC. So definitely Safe USD, Safe Sol, but our ability in terms of pairs that we have the ability to create, we can create anything. We can create Safe ETH, even Safe wrapped Litecoin, whatever people want. So we have an idea in our head of starting off with Safe USD and Safe Sol, but we can easily expand on that to whatever people need and want. A minimum required to invest in safely. We haven't set an exact minimum yet. No, I don't want to say there's a minimum yet. If there's a lot of people who want to invest small amounts, then we may have to tokenize it. So we've been considering the possibility of tokenization of the shares. So it really depends. If there's a lot of people who just want to invest small amounts, then we may need to implement the tokenization of these shares. Otherwise, if it's a few larger investors, then we're actually going to directly distribute shares to them. Okay. Okay, here's a demonstration of creating a wallet.
Is it not working for you, John?
No, it doesn't look like it's got the play function.
Should we switch back to Sean now that you're back?
Yeah, let's do that. I think
Okay.
that is that the PDF that you're looking at? I don't think the video is embedded in that.
John, thank you very much for taking over there. I appreciate it.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone.
By the way, everybody can see my Safecoin sweatshirt. This was created by John Incorporated, and it's the comfiest winter hoodie ever. All right, so let's see a demonstration. Now keep in mind the main. So there were some questions about this. The mainnet Safely will have integration with all the major wallets. At this point in our development stage, we're demonstrating how to do with Safe Wallet. So the URL for those interested, and I'll type this in chat, is walletdev.safecoin.org. Okay, I've just put that into the chat for those who are interested in trying it. So first you're creating your account with your seeds, verifying the seeds. Now we're switching to the development network that Safely is being built on. Again, this is the Safecoin. This is a Safecoin network. Now you need to airdrop yourself some coins. This is a bit of a painful process. You do have to sort of be patient. So what this does is it gives you some free coins that you can airdrop to yourself. Really you want about 10 or 20 coins. Now, once you have your wallet ready and funded, we're going to move to dev.safely.org. So I'm going to put that link in as well. Let me just make sure that that link works right now because we've been using two different links. Sorry, we have multiple test environments. Okay, give you a couple moments here. Okay. I'm just going to post in chat the current working link for those who are following along. Okay, that's in chat now. It's beta.safely.ml. So now through the wallet adapter, it's connecting, everything is non-custodial here. You're connecting your wallet in. Now we're navigating to a pair. So for instance, this one's Bitcoin USDC. And we're going to buy some out of the Safe wallet. One thing you'll notice is the speed is instant. So once the trade is approved, you see it instantly goes to transaction confirmed. It's basically you're dealing with speeds like a centralized exchange, which we think will be extremely popular. And everything, so you're seeing these trades happen. Now you'll see at this stage we have the chart working. So the chart functionality took quite a bit of time. The charts, a lot of the visual stuff was not actually open source, so we had to kind of redevelop a lot of it. It wasn't simply just forking the repo and activating it. So yes, the dexes do, the current dexes out there like Serum do have open source code, but not everything's open source. So a lot of this had to be redeveloped by us. And then making it work on the Safecoin blockchain, again, there was a lot of closed source stuff that we had to rewrite. And so you can see we've got it all working at this point. Now here's the swapping feature. So this swapping feature will be available both in Safely and SafeSwap. So this is basically your liquidity pools and AMM. There's a lot of active work going on right now on the swapping portion. And really what this active work is about is getting the order book style and the AMM styles to play nicely with each other, so that we have both abilities. So this is a fully featured, feature-rich platform which can use either style, which you can see there. Most dexes, almost all dexes, are just one or the other. So this we will be doing both, and we're integrating the two together. All right, so you can see our roadmap here. An investing round is kind of happening right now. We have some interested investors, and we're opening up to the community. If other people would like to get involved, let us know. And yeah, so again, we have not set a minimum at this time. We'll based off the feedback we get, we'll determine that. But we kind of envisioned probably just a small number of larger investors, and we'll actually distribute shares. But if enough people want to invest small amounts, then we can tokenize for that. Then there'll be a marketing campaign. So we've been doing the marketing planning for this right now. This AMA is sort of our official announcement of what we're doing. Even though it's never been included on our roadmap, behind the scenes we've been working very hard on this for months and months and months. And so, a full marketing campaign that we really want to do does require, some investment. So part of the investing round, those funds are for, number one, marketing and development, and also, in some cases, some licensing. So once that's in place, we are going to do a full marketing campaign highlighting why people can use this much simpler process to get everything done in one place. And then we have our final development, which is basically this Q4. We hope to finalize the development of the platform, at least phase 1. And mainnet launch, we've put on here Q1 2023. This is just to be conservative. It's possible that this will be coming out earlier than Q1. But for now, we've got the mainnet launch set to Q1 2023. Just there's many factors in the actual launch. It depends a lot on the status of the licensing, the status of the investment, etc., etc. So for now, we've put Q1, but it's possible, as you guys can see with where we're at with the development, it's possible to put out sooner than that. Now, the next phase, so we have a multi-phased roadmap, really, and this is sort of a simplified version. The next big milestone is going to be crowdfunding integration. This is going to allow people to actually crowdfund their projects right on top of Safely. So if you're starting up a project and you need investors, you can actually launch your project on top of Safely, crowdfund it, and the advantages of doing it on Safely is people can actually either invest crypto or they can wire funds in and invest in your project that way.
That's all we have for slides now, so we can open up to questions.
Perfect. Martin says, greeting from Germany. Greetings to you as well, Martin. Papa Bear says, does Safely have a P2P feature? I'm gonna tentatively answer, depending on how you define that, yes. So everything in Safely is non-custodial. So you can basically say everything in Safely is peer-to-peer. Yeah. Basically, um, what what orchestrates everything that happens in Safely is the smart contract itself. So literally, and the key to that is the smart contract is actually part of the blockchain. So literally, the blockchain is running the trades, is basically administering the trades. So it's not a person, it's not a company. The actual, even though Safely is a company, the actual trades are being administered by the blockchain itself on smart contracts. So yes, I would say everything is peer to peer. Do people have more questions? So basically, what happens next is, to be very specific, is um, there's a few different components. One is we're finishing up our licensing. So the licensing has been going on for many months. We're hoping to have that finalized by the end of the year. Possibly, ideally, this November we will have the licensing done. And so the licensing is a big deal. There's not a lot of license exchanges in the world. I don't know if there's any licensed dexes. We could possibly be the first licensed dex. Um, so yes, and a question just came up relevant to that. So Safely, question is, will Safely be online in 2023? The answer is definitely yes. 2022 is still possible. You guys can see in terms of development, we're on schedule for launch in 2022. Now, in terms of the business side of it and everything else that has to come together, because this is a regulated exchange, um, the investment, the licensing, all the different things we're juggling. I can't promise 2022 for the launch, but it is possible that we'll see it in 2022. So yeah, feel free to ask more questions. I'm looking in there for additional questions, and yeah, so licensing is sort of a big thing we're looking at finalizing right now, and we're fairly far along in that process. The other stage that we're looking at is the sort of the integration, the feed integrations. So that's a big part the developers are working on, is that feed integration. Um, and if I were to list a third big part of this right now, it's we're starting to develop SafePay 2. So SafePay 2 will be a very advanced mobile wallet, which will allow you to trade directly out of. So you'll be able to access Safely through the SafePay wallet, and everything in there will be a non-custodial experience. So we're going to have, this is just, keep in mind guys, this isn't the end. This is just the start of Safely. We're just letting you guys know about it, and things will progress from here. So we'll continue to have more AMAs on Safely. Probably our next AMA, though, very likely will be an AMA on SafePay 2.0. And SafePay 2.0 is really just going to be a very incredible wallet, which integrates everything we have, including also Letterment and the work John's doing with NFTs. So yes, we have really, so you see in our ecosystem all these different dApps being worked on at various points, and it's like it's a little scattered, right? Like there's so much going on. SafePay is going to solve that. SafePay is going to bring everything together into one application. When you're using SafePay, you're going to be able to have full access to all of the capabilities we put together in the Safecoin ecosystem, including and especially Safely and Lediment. So we are at the hour mark right now. I'll put it out one more time. If you guys have any additional questions, please put them in the chat. And also our team, guys, is there anything you guys wanted to say that sorry, I feel bad because I'm always taking up all the air. Is there anything else you guys wanted to say before we wrap up? Okay, well, at this time, I definitely want to thank everybody. Thank you to everybody who showed up. I really, really appreciate it. We had way better attendance in this AMA than our last one. So I really, really appreciate it. I think things are really coming together. And also I want to thank our team who's worked extremely hard on putting this together and is just always there supporting the project. Let's be honest, the last few months have been a rough bear market. And you can see we've still had a really, really supportive team. And guys, I can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Guys, we are looking at really starting to build up now. And if anybody else wants to get more involved, either in Safely or our ecosystem or Safecoin, you just hit us up. We are definitely looking to grow and build our community. So just let us know. We're friendly and we want to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time, everybody. I'm really excited about what's coming. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday.